this one. I've been looking in your eyes, no cure for this one. There's no cure for this one! 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 This one! This one! This one! There's no cure for this one!
Hello everyone, I'm Tony Doherty and welcome to another massive week of Max's Muscle TV. There's plenty of fantastic stuff in the show tonight, as always, folks, as later, Extreme Pete and I are back in the kitchen talking muscle snacks. And whoever said you need a heap of equipment to get good results might want to take a look at themselves, as we'll be checking out an awesome training routine that's as tough as you'll ever see, but all done with just a single barbell. You won't want to miss it, that's for sure, so don't go anywhere. But first, we head into the gym for a basic but very effective arm workout. Peter Venz is a policeman from Queensland who was a top 10 finisher in last year's Max's Muscle Up Challenge. Tonight, he joins Max's team member and experienced bodybuilder Dale Ellis to get it done. Take it away, boys.
My name's Dale Ellis, Queensland State Sales Manager for Max's.
My name is Peter Venz. I'm a police officer here on the Gold Coast. I've been in the police service for 16 years now. I've
Probably done 15, 20 shows, I suppose. Mainly competed in under 90s, and I won the Queenslands in my division. Eventually got the Australian title. Last show was in 2006, with no plans to step back on stage at all.
I signed up to the Max's Muscle Up Challenge. I built myself up to 107 kilos 5 weeks out of the 2012 challenge. I was 100% focused on the challenge, and I got my weight down to 89 kilos. We're training our biceps and our triceps. We're going to be doing 3 exercises on each muscle, and we're going to be alternating between bicep to tricep between each exercise.
With this particular workout, if we're doing it properly and we're doing it well, probably be out in 45 minutes, be done. So the first exercise we're going to start off today is a straight bar bicep curl. So we're going to work our way from warm-up up with good form.
I see people doing biceps all wrong every day in the gym, lifting too much weight, throwing the weight up, and you know they're using their upper torso, their back, their shoulders, their biceps, everything to get this weight up. Most guys you walk into any gym, doesn't matter where it is in the world. I was guilty of it. I think everyone's been guilty of it. You're probably training more back than you are training biceps when you're trying to do curls, and you're literally throwing weights up. It's just not necessary. That comes back to that mind-muscle connection as well, and you can get 10 times better results from lifting half the weight. I really focus on a full stretch. When I get to the bottom of my stretch, I actually focus on engaging my tricep, and then I squeeze it back up and I contract. I come down. I do it very slow, very focused. That's the way I approach my biceps. After we've done our first bicep exercise, we'll go into the tricep pull down on the cable machine. Once again, we might do 1 warm-up set, and then we'll go into 3 working sets. For my triceps, I tend to work a higher rep range, anywhere from sort of 10 to 14 rep range.
If you do the same exercises all the time, your body knows what's coming next. It's just like, oh, here we go, we're going for a tricep rope now. So if that's happening, then you need to change the exercise. Don't become stale, keep shocking the body, give it a reason to grow. The next exercise we'll be doing will be the dumbbell bicep seated curls. So just in a bench, slightly pronated back, and with not a heavy weight, and looking for a full stretch. Generally, I like to start with both hands curling at the same time. If it then starts to fatigue, I will drop it, but then start doing 1 arm at a time. So lightweight, full stretch all the way down, squeeze all the way up.
I do like this technique. It is a very focused technique, and I do use that mind-muscle connection when I train as well. I like to focus on the muscle whilst working through the exercise. Don't be thinking about your day, don't be thinking about who's walking around the gym, who's lifting what. Focus on that muscle that you're training throughout the repetition of that exercise, and you'll find that you'll start fine-tuning your technique as a result of just that simple technique. The next exercise will be skull crushers, laying down on a flat bench. I've really changed my technique in relation to this from watching Tony Doherty on Max's Muscle TV, actually. I moved my head off the end of the bench and really focused on getting that full range of movement through the tricep, trying not to swing the arms, trying to lock the elbows in. So we'll be working in 3 working sets, and once again of a rep range of 8 to 10.
The following bicep exercise we'll be doing will be 21s with the straight bar, and basically it's where you're working sort of in the 7 reps at the top part of the motion, 7 reps at the bottom part of the motion, and then 7 full. So, and they're basically referred to as 21s. Very, very old, common exercise. Good finisher. Doesn't have to lift heavy weight, and by God, we'll be screaming at the end of those ones.
The last exercise we are doing is on the cable, single handle, tricep kickbacks. Going to focus on locking the elbow into the side, 1 hand at a time. We're going to do 5 underhands, followed by turning the wrist over and doing 5 overhands. I just find that that really hits the tricep from 2 different angles, and after doing 3 sets of those, your triceps are really pumped and quite burnt out. So once again, it's a full range of motion, it's squeezing at the bottom, it's focusing on technique.
Well, that's the end of our arm workout. We've worked our buys, our tries. Arms are completely smashed. This fella's arms look like they're about to explode. So that's a wrap for us. Thanks, mate. Thanks, mate. Good workout. Cheers.
Yeah, thanks Pete and Dale there. A great workout, and the boys certainly got plenty of blood into those guns. Now, Pete mentioned in the segment that he was a finalist in Max's Muscle Up Challenge last year. What he didn't mention is that this year's challenge is just around the corner, and it's going to be bigger and better than ever. It's back and set to begin mid-July this year, folks, and one of the big changes this year is there's a new separate men's and women's division with separate judging and separate prizes too. If you want to find out more, just head to either maxchallenge.com.au for the men's challenge or maxinschallenge.com.au for the ladies. While you're there, check out the video outlining the incredible stories and results of last year's top 10 challenges. It's truly inspirational stuff. And if you like, leave us your contact details and we'll be in touch with you about how and when you can get involved when the challenge begins later this year. Registration's open on July 15, folks, not long at all. So get inspired, get involved, but most of all, get on board. You won't regret it. Okay, it's time for a short break, but we'll be back with more Muscle TV right after this.
There's no cure for this!